Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Biggs from the home of the New York Warriors. That's right, guys. I went to a local show this weekend, and I invested in some books. And I'm gonna, fully disclose how much I paid and how I negotiated. So let's get this video started, fellas. That's right, guys. But before we get started, guys, on showing you the books and what was the asking price and what I actually paid for them, let's just give a little love to our sponsors real quick. And of course, we got my man Erod 212, comic book pressing and cleaning service, guys. Use discount code NY Warriors, get 10% off. You could IG him on Instagram at Erod 212, or you can email him at expresscbp@yahoo.com. And then next we got, of course, Angie, the owner of skeletoncomics.com, guys. That's my local LCS because right now I don't have a physical local LCS. So this is my go-to right now. Skeletoncomics.com, guys. NY Warriors code to get 10% off. But you also have EMW10 and you can use Thoro 10. Those are all one-off codes, guys. So make sure you check it out. And then also we have the KikiSwagShop.com, guys. The discount code NY Warriors gets 10% off. This is a recurring code, so you can always use it. And let's not forget also, CBCS is still running their April special, guys. As long as you get your invoices marked in by April, you get 10% off 10 books. After you 10 books or more, you get 10% off, and it's for all tiers, guys. So make sure that you check them out on that. So that being said, guys, we went to a show this weekend, New Hampshire. It was a nice comic show, all comics, which is all great, not really pop culture. So I went in. I went with my friends, my fellow NY Warriors. I met up with the Pressable Defects there. I met up with the 3 Men in the Basement there. Desired Comics, Emerald Knight, Man from Beantown. The list is just endless, guys. I'm sure you're going to see posts throughout Instagram and throughout YouTube with stuff that everybody picked up. But I wanted to do this video because when I go to shows, I negotiate a lot. And I haven't been able to do that this year so far because I haven't gone to a show. This is my first time. I mean, my first one, not my first time. This is my first one going in a while. So I didn't know if I was gonna be rusty or not, but you know what? I was on my game, man. So I just want to show you the books. I'm gonna fully disclose what I paid for them, what they were asking for, and what I ended up paying for them. So, so my thing going into the show real quick before I show you the books is everyone's eyes on Marvel right now. I love Marvel books. I love Marvel, but you know what? People are keeping blind eye to DC. And so this is, if you're into DC comics and you want to pick up keys or books to invest in, this is the time to look at them, to get them, because everyone's eyes on one way, so your eyes will be the other. Star Wars, also another big thing to invest in. Not many people are versed on Star Wars. I myself am not too versed on Star Wars, you know what I mean? On the comics itself, I do know some things, but some things I don't know, but what I do know, sometimes people don't know. Books that I would think should be on a wall, sometimes are not in the wall, they're in the box. So that being said, we're gonna go through my first set of books that I invested in. I'm gonna tell you how much I paid, and I'm gonna tell you how much they were asking and how I did it to what I ended up paying. So first set of books, which I think these books should be on the wall, you guys let me know. So we have here is Star Wars, the Darth Maul, the son of Dathomir. So this is book 4, right? And you can see the price up there is $30, right? Then you have book 3, which is $30 also. Then you have book 2, which is $25. And then the main book out of the series is this one here, number 1, right? And you see there's 75 there. So this is the first appearance of the Dark Saber, guys. The Dark Saber showed up on The Mandalorian live action. So this book is not really that easy to get. You don't hardly see it. My opinion, this book is definitely a wall book. Graded, you see what 9.4s, 9.6s, 9.8s go for a lot of money. So even that said, I looked at the price, $75, and I thought that wasn't a bad price at all. But you know what? I said, I'm going to bundle these up and I'm going to see what I could do. So I bundled these up together to combine. It was $160, guys. So I looked at them. I went through them. I went through the books, and then I try to look for flaws. And mind you, these books don't have hardly any flaws. I did find a little bit of color rub right here on the top, but nothing that'll merit me getting the price for lower. But I negotiated total $160, right? Combined. I just dropped the number. I said, you know what? Would you take 140 for them? And I had the cash in hand. And you know what? When these dealers, they see the cash, the money, they don't know. They don't want to say no because they want to sell. He gave it to me for 140. So $160 asking, 140, guys. Dope right there. You guys let me know what you think about that. So that was that one booth, right? So then I went to the next booth, and my boy MannyNYC spotted this book, and he knew I wanted this book because I've been collecting the John Tyler for Christopher negative variants, and some of the Star Wars ones go for good money. So we found this one here. Boom. And that's the one with Anakin Skywalker. This book has started blowing up now, especially with the Obi-Wan show announcement, because Hayden Christensen is returning as the role of Darth Vader. And this book in 98 goes $300+, So, I asked the guy to show me the book. You see, 175, right? 175. And I opened the book up. I looked at the back. The book is flawless, man. 98 candidate all day. But I didn't want to pay 175 for it. I'm trying to get it as low as possible. So, first thing I look at him and I said, come on, you got to do better than 175, man. And he was like, oh, man, I don't know. I'm not the boss here. He's just a guy. And I was like, bro, it's going to sit on the wall. If nobody's going to come look for this, because there was nobody really looking at his books on the wall. So I was like, it's just going to stay here in the show. You either make some cash, right? You negotiate, you go back and forth. So he dropped the price of 150. Right. And to me, that was a good drop. $25 is a good drop. Right. But me, I gotta be a little more slick. I gotta be more slick. So I was like, yo, bro, you got to do better than that. Come on, man. So I dropped that 140 at him. And he's like, no, I can't. You're going to get me in trouble. I said, 140. Oh, come on. And I just, I played the game back and forth for a few minutes. Right. Then I pull out the money. Right. And when I pulled it out, I pulled out 145, right? And I was like, bro, I can meet you in the middle. You said 150, I got 145. And he still was hesitant. And I threw the money, I spread it open right there. I was like, bro, 145 all day. And I'm already grabbing the book back like that. Like, I'm going to take it. And then he's like, all right, man, just go, because you're going to get me in trouble. Bam, he took it, 145. So asking 175, I paid 145. Let me know what you guys think about that one. Next one here. So that was the Star Wars. That's all the Star Wars I got from that show. So now we're going to go to the DC, right? So the first book that caught my eye was this one right here. Bam. And you guys seen this. I picked this up before. This is Justice League of America, number 21 from 1963. This is the first Silver Age appearance of Dr. Fate, Icicle, Wizard, another character which I can't recall right now. And it's the first time Earth One was named Earth One. Very, very respect book that is on low radar, people. Because those characters like Dr. Fate, he's going to be in the Black Adam movie, right, with The Rock. Dr. Fate's first appearance is a Golden Age appearance, very expensive. You don't hardly even see that book. This is the next best thing, guys, and it's still an old book. All right, so I asked him for the book. This one, mind you, it's about a 6.0 condition, which is great for this book because of the year. He was asking $200 for it, which I already thought the price was decent because I just bought a 4.5 for $137 raw. So right away, I know he has this a little, he has a price to sell, but I kept looking at the wall because I want to pay less. So I was looking at the wall and trying to find out. He had a couple of books. I had them bring them to me. I wasn't too happy with the condition. And I said, you know what? Let me look for these Marvel books that I've been spiking over speculation because I'll bundle them and then, I'll get a discount. So I took, I saw this one on the wall. Mike, he pointed it out. We brought it out, and it was this one here, guys. Weapon X, Marvel Comics Presents number 72. Near mint condition, guys. First appearance of Weapon X, right? It's a speculation book right now. He had $90 on this book. So $200, and you had $90 right on this right now. So what's that? $200. That's $290 right there, right? So I said, you know what? I want these both books. I told him. I said, I just gave him one number. I said, how about $240 for both instead of $290? And I had the cash in hand. They see the cash, their eyes goes up. He didn't even negotiate. He said, deal. I think I walked away with a steal. Because if you see what 9/8 are going for in this book already, and this book is very hard to find in any condition because of that purple cover. So let me know what you guys think about that deal. Next deal, guys, real quick. This was another bundle deal right here. This is a 3-book bundle, guys. 3-book bundle. So we have here first, we have Marvel Premiere featuring Iron Fist, the first appearance of Iron Fist. Full disclosure, he has $95 there, right? Then I bought a book for my wife because she's a huge Walking Dead fan, and we didn't have this key. We have the Walking Dead issue number 27, first appearance of the Governor. Guys, full disclosure, $125, guys. And this is a 9.8 candidate near mint. I went through the book. Beautiful book. And last but not least, one of the books I said I was hunting for, and I found it. Really nice copy of New Gods number 1, guys. First appearance of Orion, the Mobius chair, a few other characters, Light Ray, Calabac, Highfather, bunch of appearances. This is a 9092 candidate, and that's the asking price right there, $225, right? $225. So I asked for the book. They brought it to me. I asked for this one. They brought it for me. The Iron Fist, there was multiple ones also. I picked out the one that I figured was the best for me, and I bundled them all together, right? So check this out. So all 3 of these together, when you add up the prices they're asking for, was $550, right? You're like, damn, 3 books, $550. But all these books, great. If you look them up, they really, really go for good money. You know, so I said, you know what? I'm going to give them a nice number. I'm going to have the cash in my hand, and I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to go for like a nice discount, see what they say. All they can say is no, and they come back at you with another number. So I said, yo, would you take $400 right now for these 3? Mind you, that's $150 off the asking deal. I'm telling you, man, money talks. Have the money in hand. Have your money set up. It works all the time. Bam. I didn't even have to haggle. I just threw a number out there. Don't be scared to throw a number out there because sometimes they say yes right away. Next book. And this is actually the first book I purchased in the show right here. I've always looking. You guys seen this book multiple times from me. I'm always looking for an upgrade, you know. So I found a really nice copy of Forever People number 1. You see that price right there? $150. You think I paid $150 for it? Hell no. Hell no. So sorry about that. My Alexa was going off. I had to mute for a second. Yeah, so first a full appearance of Darkseid, guys. Jack Kirby, DC goodness right here. Undervalued in my opinion, still undervalued. So I asked for the book. I went over the condition, tried to do my thing, point out the flaws and stuff like that. So I said, you know what? Would you do 125 on this? And he's like, no, I can't do 120. So this guy was a more experienced dealer. He said, nah, I can't do that low. And I was like, come on, man. Look at the book is not fully white, and I was pointing out all these defects that I know were. This book is probably about a 7075 condition. So in that condition, the book goes for about $300. You know, in that condition, so I already know I'm already in the money if I would have just put it at 150. But I don't want to pay the 150. So then, he said 140, and I was like, nah, man, 130. I was like 130. He said, nah, I can do 130. So I was like, listen, what's the lowest you could do, man? I have cash in hand. What's up? And he just threw out the 135. I said, deal, 135, guys. So let me know what you guys think about that. You know, I thought that was a great price. Then the last book, I've been eyeing this book for the longest. You know, I was really looking for an Action 242, but there was none at the show. The only Action 242, that's the first appearance of Brainiac. There was a 4.5 restored purple label, and I didn't want to get that book restored. I didn't care about the low grade. I would have went for a 3.0, 3.5 because that's a big book. But I didn't want the restored on that one. If it's going to be restored, it has to be a higher grade. There's no way I'm going to pay for a restored 4.5. You know, so I didn't even bother. I couldn't find that book at all. Ghost in that show. But second character I've always wanted to get was this one here. This is Superboy 68 from 1958, guys. 1958, first appearance of Bizarro. You know, so this one here, now I got this from the Dave and Adams booth. I don't know if you guys know who Dave and Adams is, a website. They've been selling books for years. I've been buying books from them for a long time. You know, so I went to their booth. They had this priced at $550. So I was like, okay, let me look it up. So I looked it up. I looked up the GPA. 550 was like the 4.5 grade was 550. So they were high. They were a little high. So I went to the booth I look, nobody's looking for this book really. You know what I mean? It's not on nobody's radar. So I went in there. I told him, let me look at it. I asked him what he was going for. And I was like, you know what? I'll be back. I'm not sure about that price. So I turned back and, I went to Manny, and me and Manny, we looked up GPA and we looked up the cover price. So he was $50 overpriced. So I said to myself, I'll drop 500 on it if he, that's the most I'll drop on it, because this book over time is just going to go up in value. So while halfway through the show, I went back and I tried to lowball him. I said, would you take 400 for it? And he's like, no, I can't, I can't do that. And I was like, yo, you know what? I said, I know what the book is going for. I have GPA. No, listen, I have GPA, I have CovrPrice. I know what these books go for. He says, yeah, I know, but I got a certain amount of money in the book and I have to. And I was like, I get it. I understand that, So then I said, what about 450? And he's like, oh, no, and I'm like, I was like, bro, you got to meet me some. You're not giving me no numbers, man. I told him, I said, you want to make this sell or you want this book to sit there on the wall? What's up? Sometimes you got to be direct like that, because a lot of times some books you're looking for, people are not looking for them. So it's going to sit there and he's not going to sell it, So he looked at his book and he did his little math calculations, that was all BS. He knew what he was going to ask. And he says, will we do 500 on it? So I said 500. I said the only way we could do 500 is if I give you, I didn't want to give him $500 in cash. I had left only like $400. So, I mean, this was the last book I bought on the show. So I said, you know what? I could do 400 in cash and then I'll do 500 PayPal, I'll do 100 PayPal. Sorry. So he said deal. So he gave me, he gave it to me for $500. So I was able to get $50 off of it. But you know what? This book, no one had it. I looked at other copies and they were really, really beat up. They were pricing 2.0 copies at like $400. I'm like, no way. So this one is good though. But David Adams, they sell a lot. He gave me his business card and he was like, listen, if you want to see anything on my website, my eBay store, just email me. My name is Will. He got my name. He says, just email me and I'll take it off the website and I'll give you a better price because we already did business. You know what I mean? So now I got a contact for future books, for future, investment books or PC books, So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Fully disclosed what I paid for, how I negotiated. You let me know in the comments. What do you think about these books? You let me know how I did. If I overpaid, if I did well, if you learned something new. Let me know because I'll keep doing videos like this where I disclose everything. I've been doing this for years, guys. I've been on YouTube for 6 years now doing this, but I've been hustling and bustling comics like I would say 25 years at minimum, So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Until next time. Peace.